Great Britain A player, Mr. Jason Shaw.
How you doing, Carl? I think we're in for an exciting match here
Japan.
with Japan and Russia.
Yes, mate.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say, on paper, we will make Russia slight favourites.
What's your prediction on this match for the score?
I'm going to go 7-4 to Russia. On the left, that's Fedor Gorst. He's the current world tool champion.
Japan to break.
But it is Japan breaking in the first. Naoyuki to get this match underway.
Nice break there to start off the match. He lost the cue ball a little bit.
Yeah, he's got a tricky opening shot here. There's no pot on, so they're going to be playing safe.
Try and chip the one ball, bring the cue ball back down to where it's at now. Play the one ball past the two to the top cushion. And they play the other way.
Yeah, ideally he didn't want that little kiss at the end. If he'd have missed that 5 ball, he'd have got a hook.
I think Fedor's gonna have a go at this one. Not sure if the 9 ball goes in the left corner.
Extension, please.
Like a two-way shot.
Yeah, this is not an easy one to start the match off, even if you are the current world 9-ball champion. Such a good cueist though. Very solid, stays very still.
Nice shot there from Fedor Gorst.
Yeah, wonderful opening start there from Fedor, but his partner Lutsker's got it all to do here. He's got to try and get back down for the pink 4. He played pretty well in his first match. They looked, you know, they put in a good performance, looked quite a good team. Of course, we've not seen much of Lutsker on TV.
He's going to try and... He didn't hit that one too clean. Cue ball was run about 3 or 4 inches where it should have been.
Yeah, hit that ball a little bit too thick, wanted a thinner contact. So Fedor has got half a chance here. It's a thin one into the top left. Cue ball will come round nicely for the 4.
This is a little tester. He's got to play with nice speed and he's got to spin this ball. Very nice shot.
Needs the cue ball to slow down though.
I think we might see a little bank shot if you can see enough of it. I'm going to try and kick this ball from behind and stick the cue ball behind the 5. scratched.
Foul shot. Ballen.
He's hit that ball completely wrong there, Carl.
Start the clock, please. Foul shot.
Yeah, just didn't hit it full enough, did he? And that's what's caused the scratch. And well, this is just the kind of start you want if you team Japan. Just a few balls remaining with ball in hand.
I believe that Nukiyoi's partner, Yoshioka, got to the semi-final of the World 10 Ball in Vegas last year. So this is only my second time seeing him play, and I've been impressed with what I've seen so far.
Yeah, he's 35 years of age. Lives in Osaka. He's been playing pool for 22 years. And he's actually a pool instructor in Japan. So first blood goes to Japan.
Yeah, that wasn't was a big mistake there from Serge.
I'm sure as this match goes on, you're going to see the Japan team laughing and joking and having fun. That's just the way they approach the game, as where Russia are very serious and focused.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good match, and I think that the break is going to play a big part also.
Yeah, if you look at Russia there, they look like they're 6-0 there, not 1-0.
Yeah, they kind of just try and get in the zone. You know what Fedor's like. He likes to try and put all his focus into the match. You don't really see him getting sidetracked a lot.
Yeah, just 20 years of age, Fedor Gorst, current World 9-ball champion.
Break. Leading by
He's
one.
got many years left in the sport of pool. And you would certainly think many more trophies. So Yoshioka to break. Cue ball nearly went in the side.
Wing ball again in the corner there, Carl. Second break in a row.
Yeah, we've seen many players breaking from the left yesterday, and it wasn't very successful. I would say yourself and Chris broke the best I've seen so far in the event.
Ooh, there was a lot of movement on that shot.
Yeah, that's kind of his style, isn't it? Throws his body into a lot of the shots.
In the background there, Team Belarus soaking in all the experience. Trying to watch as many matches as possible.
Yeah, well, they give you guys a little bit of a scare in the opening round last night. It was very edgy stuff.
Yeah, you know, they're great players. Can't take them lightly just because they're lady players, but they put up a good fight, and in the end we were quite fortunate to win.
Yeah, I'm sure we will see them back in a Matchroom pool event at some point in the near future.
I think this shot here, Carl, he's going to have to try and draw this ball and come 2 rails across. Just like that. Very good shot there from Naoyuki.
Yeah, Masato's got a little tricky shot here. I don't think he can hold the cue ball to play the 6 down the rail in the bottom right. and he's missed the 5 ball.
Yeah, I didn't like that shot there, Carl. I thought he was gonna make the 5 and try and draw down and play the 6 in the same corner. I think that was a better option.
Yeah, he's took his eye off the pot, and now this is a pretty good chance for the Russian duo to get their first rack on the board.
Yeah, this shot here is going to be, he's going to pot the 6 here, and I think he might push the 8 towards the left corner, and the cue ball is going to be automatic position on the 7, which will make the 8 ball become easier.
Fedor Gorst, obviously he's a full-time professional pool player, but he's one of the very few Europeans who cues very much like a snooker player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got good fundamentals, and I think that's why he doesn't really miss a lot of balls. He doesn't really have that 9-ball stroke. You know, a lot of players are very loose and have that 9-ball style, but like you said, he's got that snooker style, very solid and compact.
Yeah, you don't really often see him use the loop bridge, what so many pool players use. Plays a lot of shots with the open bridge. And a simple 9-ball ties this match up. It's 1-1, so going along nicely. Having a little discussion about whose break it is.
I think this match is going to be a lot closer than we think. I think it might be around 7-5. It could possibly be a hill match. This.
Yeah, well, I think as these rounds go on, and no disrespect to the lesser teams, but once you get rid of, you know, the players that are not quite used to it and not really played in this arena, I think you're going to start seeing some real good pool matches now, and a lot tighter, because we've only had one hill match so far, I believe.
I think yesterday was Czech Republic and Slovakia. What a match that was.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. I was in comms for that match, and you know, Slovakia were fading a lot of the rolls, and even in the last rack it just didn't quite look like it was going to happen, but they showed a lot of ball in the end, didn't they?
Yeah, the last rack was pretty incredible. There were so many kick shots, and they got lucky from the kick shots, and then there should have been a scratch in the end, and then the Slovakian team played a really good shot to the side pocket to win the match. So in the end, I think they deserve to win.
Yeah, and you know that shot, these tables, the back of the rubber on the pocket slightly is raised, so people don't see that, do they?
No.
And I didn't really know that, because obviously I've not really played on these Rassons, but in the practice room I thought that was a better shot than I give him credit for. So the table so far of the 3 racks seems to be breaking a lot easier on day 4.
From both sides too. Japan have broken from the left, and Russia have moved over to the right, and we've seen the wing ball go in on both sides. So maybe we'll see some racks run today, maybe a lot.
No, I don't think he can pot this, and can he get back up for the 2? It's very thin, isn't it? So he might have to just, if he's taking this on, he's probably just going to leave his partner a long, thin 2 ball, unless he can really get into the cue ball. But it's a tough shot.
Yeah, I like playing safe behind the 2. 1 behind. I think he's going for it, Carl. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I've learnt after commentating, if you call too many shots, these players may look a bit foolish.
But I think the other way was...
Yeah, I know what you mean. It looked like there was a couple of options, wasn't there?
I think this way he was just trying to make sure he got a nice, easy snooker and just try and take it from where it was.
Extension, please.
There you see the jump cue from Naoyuki. It's a lot shorter, is the jump cue, and The tip is a lot harder. That helps the cue ball jump over the ball. So he's jumping over the 9 and the 8. Difficult to see if there's a jump safe, or is he trying to attack the table here? Maybe he's trying to just hit the bottom side of the one. So it's not safe, but the cue ball, he's got hampered cueing, I believe, over the 9, so he needs to take a little bit of care over this.
I think he can get in there, Carl, with his hand to... Maybe he's jacked up a little bit.
Yeah, the good thing is he's just got to put everything into the pot here. Just focus on the pot. Cue ball's naturally coming over, so you don't have to worry about that. Just try and stay still and put a good stroke.
Very nice shot there from Serge.
Yeah, it went clean. Often you do see them balls fall in, and sometimes it can catch the rail and it goes in. You know as a player you've not cued it too good, but that will have made him feel nice.
Yeah, this kid is, I think he's going to be around for a long time too. He's young and he's hungry to win. So I think you're going to see a lot more of him in Matchroom events too.
Yeah, Sergey, 23 years of age. He's actually been to a semi-final of a Euro Tour, and obviously, Jason, you've played on many of them Euro Tours and you've won. We all know how difficult it is to win on that tour.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest tournaments to win. There's so many good players, and it's just very, very tough. So when you win one of those events, it's a good win.
Wow. He's tried to play twice across and he's completely missed it. I didn't think he needed to do that, Jay. Could he not have just played it pocket speed and
I think that's the hardest I've ever seen him hit a ball. Usually everything's really smooth and straight to the center of the pocket. So yeah, that was one I wasn't expecting.
yeah, this is going to be a steal. There you heard Naoyuki say very good, very animated, and Team Russia have got to try and keep Japan quiet, because as this match goes on they'll get even more animated and we'll start laughing and joking.
Well, the first couple of games there's been a couple of misses, and it looks like Japan are going to take the lead 2-1.
So Japan, they steal the rack from Russia right at the end. They lead this match 2-1. Welcome back
Back
to the
now.
2021 World Cup of Pool. We're in Milton Keynes.
The fourth rack. Japan to break.
And what a match we've got
Leading
brewing
by
here.
2 racks to 1.
Naoyuki to break in the fourth. They lead this match 2-1.
He didn't really catch them there pretty good. He hit them probably about 60% of what he could have. And the wing ball didn't go in this brick.
Did it go close? I didn't spot where it went, Jay.
It went to the bottom rail. But like I said, he didn't hit that break full speed, so he took a little bit off it. Which affected the wing ball going in.
Fedor Gorst is known as one of the best jump players in the game, so let's see how he manages this one.
Is he jumping this ball? Oh, he is. Thought he had his playing cue in his hand.
Wasn't far away, just caught the jaw. But more important, it's give Japan a little look here.
A wide open table here. Good shot on the one ball. And I think this shot here, Carl, I think you can draw this ball and get out to the left-hand side. Wasn't too clean.
Yeah, what a character Naoyuki is. Very nice guy, and what you see on your TV screens is what he's like around backstage of the arena. He's always laughing and joking. This is not his best shot though.
They've let them back in, which was a very bad shot there from Naoyuki. I expected a little bit more.
And it's Sergey's chance to play a bit of a ropey one, so little early match nerves here.
Little containing safety here behind the 4 ball from Fedor. Would have liked to be a little bit closer to that 4 ball there, Carl.
Yeah, that would have took the bottom rail out of the equation, and now I think Masato can hit this one rail. Of course, he does have to try and get it safe somehow. So he just makes a good hit, kind of a little bit of a hit and hope type shot. Is it going to go behind the 9?
Oh. Well.
It was funny in the distance, you could see Naoyuki kind of bend his knees, willing it on them.
Yeah, you know, when you get into those situations yourself, you're always willing it onto there. You know, you want that little bit of luck. But that's what it takes sometimes in these tough matches, a little bit of luck to separate the teams.
So second chance in this rack for Japan, and this is a lot easier, this chance.
Yeah, I can't really see any mistakes from here, Carl. It's a pretty wide open table.
Played it off the 8 to knock it into better position.
Yeah, it was a nice little shot there, take it away from the side pocket. He just has to make these last couple of balls and they will be taking a nice lead.
So things are going nicely in this match for Japan. They're getting a few little rolls here and there, but you know, Russia, they have made some mistakes. And this 9-ball is going to give them a 2-rack lead. They're winning 3-1 so far.
Wins the rack.
Yeah, 3-1. They've had a couple.
Japan lead by 3 racks to 1, but it could have been so different, Albin Ocean. Just then we saw Naoyuki make a bit of an error there, but thankfully for him it didn't matter.
Yeah, definitely. Both sides made some errors. We didn't see a good match yet. I think now it's the time to maybe take the next time as an opportunity to shake it off and clear your mind and get back to the table.
Is it nerves at the moment for both players?
I guess so. I mean, it's unusual to see Fedor like this at some point, but I think he's a perfectionist and he wants to do everything right. But I hope for him it's going to go better in the second half.
I say it's still early days, but when Japan have the break, you know, you just want to get off from your seat. You don't want to be sitting down.
I can tell you that, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I was sitting there for like 25 minutes straight, so of course you don't want to sit there.
How frustrating is that? Sorry, very quickly. How frustrating is that for you? Don't get that opportunity.
It's horrible because you cannot change anything, and it's hard to get. Of course, it's
Fifth rack.
I've been for now. Thank you. 3-1.
Leading 3-1.
So Masato is breaking in this rack. He's got to feel a lot better at the table now. It's always nice when you're in the lead and the game's being kind to you. There you see the wing ball goes in again. Something we've not seen much of.
Going to get shot. Nice break again there. Just lost the cue ball a little bit.
Yeah, for anybody new watching, after the break, the incoming player can always play a push out. What that means is they can just push the cue ball anywhere they want. They can hit
Push
the
out
ball.
called.
They can even pot the 9. If you pot the 9, it comes back up on the spot. But the incoming player will have the option to play or pass it back to you. So that's what he's played. He's played a push to there.
The options, guys.
And now Russia will have the option.
I think I'd be giving this one back, Carl. I can't see too many safety shots from this position.
Do you think... No, maybe the 5 balls in there. I'm wondering if you could play it with loads of topspin. If you play this with topspin on this table, will it kind of stay there? Or
I'm not sure if he can see enough of the 1 ball to play that shot. I think Naoyuki might be looking at just trying to thin the 1 and bring it 2 rails back down the table. Across the 1 and back over towards the 5. He double kissed it. I think that's the shot he tried there, Carl, to thin it 1 and come back down the table.
The 1 ball is frozen to the cushion.
yeah, he's mishit it. He didn't play the double hit, as Jason said, and it's not the worst of leaves because this is a tough pot, and it's even tougher when you've missed a few balls. Safety shot's not easy as well. There's no obvious safety on.
Extension, please.
I think this is one of those shots where you just gotta knock it to the top rail and maybe leave the cue ball in the middle of the table and just, you know, take what you can get.
Yeah, he played your shot, Jason, didn't he? Just a little containing shot.
Yeah, I think if you go for that shot there and sell out, you're just giving them a big lead and more confidence. So I think the containing safety and just keep yourself in the rack.
So he's just splitting the balls, trying to use the pink 4 and the 5. Ideally wanted the cue ball in behind the 5, and that didn't work out.
Yeah, I think the containing safety, you know, gave them an opportunity to maybe get a good safety here.
Well, he needs a bit of fortune here. He needs that 5 ball to come to the rescue. I thought he might have had a go at the bank shot there, because the 2 ball did go in the side, but never mind.
Yeah, I think the safety shot, just try and get themselves back in the game and get another rack on the boards and give themselves as much chance as possible instead of trying to push the boat out.
Yeah, this is a tricky shot he's faced with now. He can only see the left side of the ball. He's actually tried to kick it off one rail, but he's over swerved it and he's hit the ball first, so it's a mistake. So the couple of containing safeties from Russia has given them ball in hand.
Yeah, he's tried to spin round the 1 ball there and kick it from behind and send it down to where the 1 ball is at now. But he misjudged it pretty badly, and he has give Russia ball in hand. And you know, hopefully Russia can take this opportunity and get themselves back in the match.
So this is a little tester. Should be okay, but you just never know. Sergey's going through the motions at the minute. Now he'll be hoping that 4 balls come as a blocker.
Yeah, it doesn't look like this 2 ball goes in past the 4. Maybe push the 2 ball past the 4 and just try and play a little safety.
Yuki's looks like he's trying to draw a picture with his cue on the table there.
Banking this ball.
Oh, great shot there from Masato there. Great bank shot.
Yeah, and with only 3 seconds left, it was, I think it was they weren't too sure what they were going to do, and with only a few seconds left, they decided to play the bank.
Yeah, and that hurts when you miss the ball and you do get a lucky roll, and then your opponent comes out and fires a great shot in like that, and if they can go on to win this rack. It's going to be huge. Doesn't want to be straight on this, and I think he's good.
Yeah, Russia's had some chances here in these last couple of racks, and you know, I think Fedor's missed a couple, and I think it might have affected his partner a little bit.
Yeah, and I wasn't convinced with the opening shot he played with ball in hand. I mean, yeah, you would back yourself to put it in the middle, but I'd like to have been a little bit better on it.
Yeah, I think maybe another 2 or 3 inches closer to the ball. Like you said, made a couple of mistakes as well, so you want to get as close to the ball as possible. So Carl, this 9 ball here for Masato to put Japan in a 4-1 lead.
And it's there, it's worrying times for the current world 9-ball champion and his partner Sergey. They're trailing this match and they've missed chances. They're in a battle now. Still race to 7. Now you see this wonderful bank shot. Not seen many bank shots made this week, but that was a timely one.
Yeah, and a nice kiss on the 5-ball there also, just to rub a little bit more salt in the wound.
Yeah, things are going nice for Team Japan. Today they did the draw for the World Pool Masters. The World Pool Masters will be on your screens again in Gibraltar. That starts on the 22nd of May, so not long to wait. My co-commentator is in that tournament, of course, and he will be waiting to play the winner of Niels Feijen and Jeffrey De Luna. How do you feel about that, pal?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to another event put on by Matchroom. It's nice we got some events coming up back to back, so yeah, I think it's going to be every match in that tournament's going to be tough, and there's no easy draws in that event.
Leading by 4
Yeah, there you see the World Pool Championships is the 6th till the 10th of June. Pool is coming thick and fast.
Nice break there from Naoyuki. Cue ball kicked up to the top of the table, and Masato is left with a tough opening shot here. I think he's got to go for this, Carl. You know, play it like a two-way shot. If he misses it on the thicker side, it might come back up and leave a snooker.
Yeah, I agree. Can they just kind of play it at a sort of slowish speed? And looks like the cue ball would miss the 3, so you can play the 3 into the left centre. I think they've got to go for it. They're playing well, aren't they? The 4-1 up.
Yeah, I think make this ball in the left corner at pocket speed, and you know, try and hold the cue ball around where the 3 is on the right hand side. They're playing safe.
Yeah, we wasn't convinced with that one here in the com box, and it's gone wrong. You know, I think if he'd have gone for that, I'd have fancied him to knock it in the way the match has gone and the way they're playing, but he decided to play safe, so we'll see what shot they're going to be faced with next, because if you look at that wall of balls there, you would think Fedor's going to get him locked in something nasty.
I think he very nice shot there from Fedor. Gonna see a jump shot again here, I think, Carl. Jump bank to the side.
It was close, but what it has done is it's give Russia a little chance. The only downside is Sergey's not quite been at the races yet, so he's not going to be feeling 100% on this shot.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's a little bit early in the morning and they've not quite woken up yet, but
Extension, please.
he needs to get a couple of nice shots in and get his confidence going. I think him and Fedor have not really got going yet.
That's a lot better. That'll give him a little bit of confidence. There you see the tap on the table with the cue. Now, what angle's he got? Because he needs to be over on this rail if he's drawing back. Has he got an angle to follow it through? Not sure.
I think he's going to draw back to the side rail, Carl. I'm not sure if he can punch this ball forward. Can't really see the angle too great.
Yeah, if he's dead straight though, the cue ball's going to be coming back in a similar line to where it is. Did he get to the potting angle? They're both having a look, so it must be tight.
Yeah, this is a little tricky one, especially on this table.
Obviously couldn't see the potting angle, so he's had to play safe.
I'm not too sure about that one, Carl. I thought he could have maybe spun that ball in there.
Yeah, the thing is, if you're not feeling quite right, it's a bit of a scary shot, but you know, you do have to go for your shots. What do you play here?
Might be going for the 9. A slow roll.
Yeah, not the best safety shot. Now Fedor Gorst has got a long 4-ball to try and knock in. He's already missed a 4-ball in this match. This is a big shot.
I think here, Carl, even if he goes for the 4 and misses it, I think he might make the 7 in the side. So it's kind of a two-way shot. It's going to be really close, the 7.
And that's another 4-ball the world champion has missed. And they've got away with that one as well. It could have been a lot worse. Japan are going to have to come with something.
I think he's missed it so bad that he was trying to play the 7 in the side, and he's not firing at all in this match, Fedor.
So Naoyuki always playing the bank, and he's missed it. It is a big miss really at this level. If you want to go on to win these type of tournaments, then bank shots have to go in because they really hurt your opponents.
I'm very surprised he played it that hard. I thought he would have just, you know, just a nice easy bank, but seems like the harder you hit the banks on this table, they shorten up, Carl.
You know, you have one of these tables at home, don't you? So you would definitely know better than most.
So there's been a lot of fireworks in the last few games, and Russia need a couple of games on the board quickly, and I think this is what they need to try and settle them down a little bit.
When you're watching pool, as you know, when you're on the fence, it's always nice to see these types of matches. Becomes a little bit boring just watching players keep break and run. You always want to see the safeties and the kick in and the jump shots. And the momentum swings in pool matches, and this is definitely one of them now, because Russia, well, if Japan had stole this rack, they were in big trouble, Russia.
Nice shot there from Fedor.
So that's the 9-ball. That pulls this match back. They just trail 2 racks to 4 against Japan. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back to this matchup. It's an enthralling one. Russia will looking very, very ropey.
7th rack. Russia to break.
Man at the table.
Trailing
Fedor
by
Gorst
2 racks to 4.
missed a few balls that he normally wouldn't. But Japan have let him off in the last rack. So they're kind of back in this match. It's 4-2. Russia to break.
Yeah, they need to put a couple of racks together, Carl, to give themselves a little bit more confidence.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on this pink 4 ball. That's on the left edge of the pack, as you see. That's what we call the wing ball.
Oh, cue ball kicked in the corner.
Ball shot. Ball in net. Start the puck, please.
So you know yourself, Carl, when you're making a couple of mistakes and,
Ball shot.
you know, the pool gods come down and start working their magic on you.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do with that. It was a pretty good break on a random ball, kissed it into the top pocket. Played that well, needed to make sure he landed straight or high on the 3 ball to make the next shot a lot easier, which he did.
Yeah, they don't have to do too much here, Carl. The 5 to the 6 is there and the 7 to the 8 is right there. So I'm very confident that Japan will get out in this rack and take a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, after the last rack, this is very important, needless to say. All the balls are sat there, and these are the type of racks that you just can't afford to make mistakes. Naoyuki had to hit that hard to get the cue ball over. I think he's just alright.
Slow spin this ball in, Carl. Try to hold it for the 8 in the opposite corner.
Yeah, just got to make sure he doesn't overrun the position here. Now, the top rail now and again has been pinging, but I think it's because the arena's been a little cold. But he could even play this off the bottom rail as well. Yeah, that's fine. He's played it soft. Took a little minute over the shot. And that's perfect. So it's a little unlucky from Team Russia. The scratch on the break. The rack goes to Japan. It's 5-2.
That could be massive for Japan. I've got Albin Ocean with me. When you're on 5 with 2 to go, you start getting ready for celebrations, do you?
Of course, and especially when you see it doesn't really go for your opponent. They struggle already, made some mistakes, and then a bad kick on the cue ball on the break for Fedor. So it's quite unlucky for them.
I've been impressed with Japan not letting their mistakes get to them, and they've recovered every time, it seems.
Yeah, of course, it's nice when you get a lot of table time. You get it easier into your comfort zone, and they're playing well.
What's the feeling now when you're sitting down there, you've got 2 to go? What's going through your head?
Well, I think it's all about the break. You just want to do a good break and hope for the best and have maybe a position for 1 ball or even make the 9 ball.
Albin, thank you very much. Yes, it's 5 racks to 2 to Japan.
Albin Ocean there, still the defending champions, of course.
The 8th rack.
But they won't be picking the trophy up at the end of the
Leading
week.
5-2.
Yeah, you know, they didn't do too much wrong, Carl, in their match, so there's not really too much you can do about that when you're sat in your chair and you don't have many opportunities. You just got to take your hat off and say well done sometimes.
Yeah, and they've been to the final for the last 3 years running. So they do have fond memories of this event, even if they didn't this time around. 2-time champions. Of course, beaten by Slovakia, who was playing they was involved in maybe the match of the event so far yesterday against Czech Republic. That match had it all.
Nice break there from Japan, and we've seen the wing ball go in and controlled the one nice, and they have another nice table here to get themselves to the hill.
Yeah, and on your screens the 7-ball looks to be tied up, but it's sitting pretty for a combo, and you've got to give every shot respect, because that one there you see he's fired it into the jaw, and it was just the spin and the speed that's helped that fall.
Yeah, I think the shot clock got him there. I think there was only like 3 seconds when he kind of like played a quick one.
Yeah, and it's funny because things are going nice, but when you just cue a bad one like that, your next shot, you do have a little think about that. So he's got to avoid the 9 and the side.
He's going to draw into this window, Carl. Very nice stroke there from Masato.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot. Speed, perfect. He's got his partner in prime position. The way these balls are set up, this is pretty much unmissable.
Yeah, so Japan on the hill here. And looking good.
Team Japan wins the rack.
So it was a break and run that took Japan to the hill. Many people thought Russia were going to win this match, and they were favourites on paper, but these two guys have come into this event and they've come with a game plan to have fun, play loose. It's been a pretty good performance, hasn't it, Jay, so far?
Yeah, they've been good. I think the first couple of games were a bit ropey from each team, and I think Russia haven't really settled in this match at all, and with Fedor not shooting his best, I think it's put more pressure on Sergey to perform like he can.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, they got kicked in off on the break at 4-2, but, you know, they've missed some big shots in this match, and that's what's been the downfall, without a doubt. Fedor Gorst, he knows. And they've got it all to do. They've got to win the remaining 5 racks, otherwise their campaign is over. But Japan's won't be, and the interview might be pretty special.
I was just thinking about that there when you were talking. I'm thinking the interview is going to be it's going to be another special one from Naoyuki.
Now, I thought he broke last time.
No, his opponent broke last
so
time.
they both spin the cue ball.
They hit it the exact
Right,
same.
that's what I thought. I thought there's only Naoyuki who spins the cue ball, but okay.
Yeah, so those last 2 breaks that I've hit haven't really been hard breaks, kind of like a medium speed, and they've made like 2 or 3 balls in the last couple of breaks, and they've got nice layouts. The last break they made 3 balls too. So nice open table here to try and close out the match and get themselves into the quarterfinal. Nice. Lucky kick there from Naoyuki, and he's put his hand up to apologise.
Yeah, and he also shouted super good.
I didn't hear that.
Goes without saying the biggest shot in this rack is going to be the 6 to the 7, because they've got to get over to the side rail and make sure they don't snooker himself with that 8 ball.
Very similar to the last rack shot. It's all about speed and touch. perfect, Carl. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, he's come with a couple of nice shots as Masato. I think overall the right team is going to win this match because, you know, Russia, Sergey and Fedor, they've both missed a couple of balls that we just don't expect.
I think they'll be disappointed the way they've played, but like you said, I think the best team's won. It's going to roll this ball in and shoot 8 in the corner.
Yeah, that's fine. He would have probably wanted the cue ball out a little bit more, but whenever you're shooting this ball up into this pocket, it makes it such a big pocket, and he can even float the cue ball over to the side of the table. He doesn't need to try and hold it and do anything silly.
Yep.
And that's it. Overall, it's been a phenomenal performance. This 9-ball puts Japan into the quarterfinals. 7-2 win over Team Russia.
A nice win there for Japan, and I'm looking forward to the interview.